During COVID, people were looking for remote jobs and companies were hiring remote workers. In 2020, Christina Marie Chapman here got a LinkedIn message asking her to be the US face of a company and to help overseas IT workers gain remote employment in the US. At this time, she did not know that these IT workers were from North Korea. 5 years later, she was running an operation earning her and the North Korean government $17 million. She had over 90 laptops in her Arizona house, labeled with the fake identities of the IT workers. The North Koreans worked at hundreds of US companies over that time period, including some in the Fortune 500, such as Nike. To fully understand why North Korea would even be attempting this, some context is needed. In 2016, the United States imposed sanctions restricting North Korea's access to the US financial system because of their nuclear weapons program. Since then, North Korea has pioneered a range of online efforts to get hard currency such as US dollars, since few other countries would accept payment in North Korean won. They need this hard currency to fund programs important to North Korea's regime, such as their nuclear weapons program. One way to gain hard currency is by North Koreans working remote jobs in the United States. North Korea select people with some IT training to perform freelance work for Western companies, earning a wage for work such as web or app development. These North Korean workers are mostly based in Russia or China, close to North Korea. Chapman herself sent almost 50 work laptops to the Chinese city of Dandong, just on the border of North Korea. But to make all of this work, a facilitator in the US is needed, because even though these companies accept remote work, they are unlikely to send laptops to Russia or China, and getting a North Korean into the United States would not be easy. That is what Chapman worked as. Chapman worked as a facilitator between the workers and the companies. This is a critical role that makes the whole scheme work, where she received, unpacked and set up corporate laptops at her home that the companies thought they were sending to the employee. She labeled each computer with the fake identity of the IT worker, kept track of login information, and installed software. She also deposited the paychecks the employees received and sent the money overseas. At the arrest, there were 90 laptops in her house, and she had sent almost 50 to China. For all her work, she earned nearly $180,000 from 2020 to 2025 from the IT workers sending her money for her efforts. This might not seem like that much money for an illegal activity over 5 years, but for her that was good money considering her background. This is Christina Marie Chapman. She's a 50-year-old woman. She lived in a house in Arizona, just outside the city of Phoenix. She previously worked in various low-paying jobs, and in 2020, when she took the job, she was taking care of her mom with cancer. Since she got the 2020 LinkedIn message, a lot has changed. She was arrested in May 2025, and her court date is scheduled for August 2025. This is one story, part of a larger global program, where thousands of North Korean IT workers work jobs at US companies. This program generates up to $600 million in revenue for North Korea annually. North Korea will continue to find creative ways like this to get around sanctions to fund their state, since the sanctions have greatly limited the potential income of North Korea.